here for the Academy be in the map veto, right? Because away from Vertigo, that they played it 35 times, they go into the jungle, then to a 32 mapper out here for mouz NXT. I'd say that's kind of tough. But I'll send you guys straight into the game, see what's going on down here to the new and improved Vertigo, and let me know how things go afterwards. Have fun, on to the first map.
Looking forward to it. Changes on Vertigo.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I hope that it doesn't kind of change Mouz's ability on it. I hope it doesn't.
I mean, I do love that. Yeah, you mentioned
it looks so odd.
Not a moment where they question picking it. Instantly coming out, even with the changes, they still know this is our best map. We're still better than other teams on it. I love that.
And if it's not working towards A, B's not been changed. Let's just go there.
Early fights towards mid though. mouz are taking a lot of space here, taking a lot of control, and 3D Max have left this very open for the taking.
They have taken some control though towards B, and this is going to be a bit of a problem. I think 3D Max, if they don't have a little bit of a look towards middle, we will see it here from Gravity though. Might be a little too late though in the teaser merge. Sira finds Gravity, Burmilove eliminating Jocko. We have still got one final player in Exercise, but Krizen takes him down with ease. And mouz NXT, they kick things off brilliantly.
Yeah, I mean, we had so much info there from the CT side. Mako, we also saw pushing down ramp before any of that mid hit did come out. So as soon as we saw a bit of a look towards there, 3D Max should have been aware that mid is 100% the area that we're going to see. That we had some spaces taken towards B. We have Mako pushing down ramp. There was not a lot of avenues where mouz could have been, but either way, they hit the shots, they found the kills, and the round will go their way. And a big best of 3 for them to try to take.
I think Maka now might just be searching for some exits. Oh, he spotted one. Lucky takes down PR. Both these players saving this Kevlar. I don't know. We could see an investment. Maybe they're just saving to have a bit of an attempt in the next. Maybe just, you know, could drop over the Julies, bring out a Degon, they be able to buy. But yeah, it's. I'm a little bit interested to see how things are going to go in this next round.
Yeah, they are going for the investment. A couple of FAMASs are bought out. MP9s. Pretty good second round buy, considering they haven't lost it. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. Sure, util is very limited, but weaponry's not too bad.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think what they need to do here, 3D Max, is they've got to try and find the picks. They've got such limited utility, and that's what we're going to be seeing. But Lucky, but timing goes the way of Krizen. Will find Lucky. Great opener here for mouz NXT.
Jocko is trying to get something back here with this MP9. Wants to have a glance. Absolutely decimated. Krizen finds him as well. 2-man advantage for mouz.
They can make it 3 here. 2 holding towards Z. PR finds Exercise with ease, and now Gravity attempting. Will get 1. PR still holding. Bit of an attempt from Gravity to pick up the AK is successful here. Maka still surviving here. Having a little bit of a look towards CT, but with the smokes down towards Connector and Elevator. Not going to make things easy. Just backing away, yeah. It's a tough one here, but 3D Max have really struggled to find these openers. Even with kind of better weaponry, we saw the FAMAS on Lucky went for a bit of a peek down gap, but the MAC-10 was just so close, right up in the face, and you're never going to win that fight.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to try to take, but the weapons are attempted to be saved, and by the looks of things so far, they should be able to get away with them, unless Krizen can say anything.
It's a strong start, though, from mouz NXT. We mentioned the need to find success on their map pick, because Nuke, certainly not going to be an easy one, but who knows? You know, I predicted a 2-0 going the way of 3D Max. We could see it found by mouz NXT.
2-0 for mouz. That feels like it'll be a rough one, but I do still think mouz have a good chance to take it. I do think it likely will go all 3 maps though, which is what we want to see. Sure, it's some early morning games, but between these two absolute tyrants on the server, that's what I want to see, a long drawn out one.
Well, it's changes on Vertigo. It's the new kind of reintroduction of Dust. We've got these got some nice maps here.
Oh, I'm loving the map. Oh, the nades. That's the feeling a little worse for wear now. 3 HP.
Gravity will go down. Exercise.
I mean, yeah, we saw Gravity just get destroyed on the B-bomb, so he tried to get away. Tried to back away, but you saw Crizzen wasn't allowing that. So although Sierra takes quite a few nades, doesn't actually take that much damage, but yeah, things are falling apart a little bit here for the French side in this one. Was always going to be a difficult round just with the saved players, but they got tagged down so early.
Oh, Exercise has the bomb. Doesn't have any armor, but can just sit back. Player pushing T-spawn, doesn't see him. Nechu eliminating. Aki can be retrieved, and now the Jawlies attempting to find Burmilove. A little bit of an awkward engagement, but Burmilove successful. Maka the lone survivor, although he's gambled correctly. Oh, they're going back. Just one flashbang.
Yeah,
nice hit from Mouse.
Why are they playing so safe against just little old me?
I'm 38 HP.
38 HP, yeah.
I'm wondering here why we don't see Crizzen get a little bit more aggressive. They've got to know that Maka's got a save rifle.
And Sierra will find the final kill. Mouse through 3 on the board.
Yeah.
This is a really good start from them.
The thing is, now it's going to be the full investment from 3D Max. We're going to get to see what they can really produce. Because in the last one, it was MP9s, it was a FAMAS, it was like 7 pieces of util in total. Now we've got full rifles, now we've got full utility. And this is where 3D Max, they've got an opportunity to show what they're made of. And it's got to start here for them. Because we mentioned how the vetoes are potentially favouring Mouse. Obviously, you mentioned it. We don't have all that much information on 3D Max about their dust, but the fact they're willing to pick it, clear that they're confident.
Yeah, at least you would hope so. But, I mean, although the vetoes do favour Mouse, there's plenty of series where the vetoes will favour a certain team, but it can all come down to nothing, really. It can all come down to just the individuals on the server. I don't think anyone's denying 3D Max are the favourites.
Yeah, I think as well.
Still sort of in the world rankings, the better team.
I think when it gets to the playoffs, and you are going to be seeing kind of a bit of a irregularity and difference in the teams, you know, rankings, that's where map vetoes aren't going to take that much effect, because, you know, you could win the veto, but if you're playing against, you know, Prime Phase and you're sitting at 100th, you're not going to win that game anyway. You know, it can just come down to individuals, can just come down to the team's ability, but Exercise now. An individual that we are going to be watching, flashed off, currently playing behind the smoke, needs to find Crizzen, but is successful. Aware of the player towards quad, takes him down as well. Jocko finding Nechu, brings it to this 4 versus 2 and make it even better. Burmilove's AWP, he can fire off a shot, but no bullet connected. And 3D Max, 4 survivors when the weaponry's up, when the weaponry is in play. A great round for them.
Yeah, really necessary there. You've got to think if the CT side lost that one, Mouse can look to push on for 5. Already early doors, 5 rounds on a map that they absolutely love to play would be a bit too much, but really solid B-hold there from the 3D Max guys. Mid as well, coming in clutch, and I mean that was a great shot there. That one felt really necessary. Lucky finding that second last one.
I'm liking what we're seeing from 3D Max. Time and time again, they're sending 2 players early towards B, they're taking some control, and then we can just see Maka rotate off. Ooh, Sierra pushes through the smoke, tries to catch a timing, but in doing so gives up that opening kill. I think that's a big mistake. I think 3D Max, you don't really want to be allowing them to find these openers. And already looking at the setup towards A, very passive. We've got one in kind of elevator holding the gap push. And I have to ask, how long do you think until these players are kind of used to these changes on the map?
See, the thing is, I mean, as CS players, every change feels very new, even if it was about 5 years ago. So I think even a month is still going to feel very new. I think players are going to probably be used to it in about a month's time. But I still think it's going to seem very strange, and there's still going to be a few nuances that haven't been fully discovered yet.
Now, as though they've got 30 seconds on the clock. Little bit of util to work with. Slowly slowly going to be creeping up towards A, but we've got a very strong A defense in Jocko. The player to watch here, holding the sandbag swing. Vermilove taken down. Jocko needs to keep himself alive. Nowhere to retreat to, though, so Crism will eliminate. Lucky now, just sitting in the smoke, waiting to progress. And Exercise getting a double, leaves it all up to PR. And timing is brilliant. Lucky realizing, look, last play is probably towards Gap. I'm just going to back away. Hopefully they can push through the smoke and I'll find them even while being on low HP. But 3D Max, back-to-back success here on the CT side. It's going to force mouz NXT onto this eco, and that's where we can see a tied scoreline.
Yeah, really great couple of rounds there from 3D Max. We get to see pretty dominant looking full buys come out. Sure, they had a pretty shaky start to the game, losing the pistol, going for the force, not really making anything work from that. But, I mean, right now, yeah, things are looking strong.
Once again, it's this double B early. I really like how 3D Max are playing. Aware that B rushes can sometimes get a little bit complicated on that CT side.
Passive one here from mouz.
Yeah, they're just forcing their opponents to burn their utility, but I think 3D Max might become wise to it soon. Yet to spot an individual. Slowly going to be creeping close. We have got a flash here. We've got a deagle as well. Ooh, timing on the flash is good. Jocko blinded. Aggressive. Very fast here. Lucky just going to be playing behind this smoke now. The nades dealing a lot of damage to Sarah.
I mean, noise has been heard from Lucky, but we're not really seeing much of a progression other than the initial noise. Peeking now here from Vermilove will get found by Lucky.
Yeah, very simple angle. Difficult to contest, but Lucky now hungry for the ecos, and it is quite costly as he will fall, but the rest of the team comes to his aid and will take them down.
I mean, not too bad. A sort of eco there from mouz. They burned a lot of util. They found a kill. Sure, you might be able to get 2 kills by going for a full-on rush, maybe even a bomb plant if you're lucky, but it's a much more consistent way to guarantee you're going to do at least some financial damage.
Now, though, got, you know, a good game on our hands. Tied scoreline, both teams on an investment. Sadly, no AWP for Vermilove, so we will see the 3D Max advantage. And with Gravity finding PR, a great early kill here towards B. Maka dodging the flashbang. This is going to be so tough for the T's to try and creep close. There's a real big gap on the left-hand side of that smoke.
Yeah, dominance being shown right now from 3D Max. Maka finds one. Still hanging on nearby, and Reed holds the angle with so much information now. Big fight here towards B. Exercise is the player holding. Prison in the smoke, starting to progress out. It feels like it's all going to be on timing towards B.
Molotov going to force him back. Ooh, interestingly, Crism just sent the smoke. Exercise needing to back away, but he's caught in rotation. Netchu now sending the utility. Crism finds a second. A 5v3 gone 3v3. Crism low, though. He's been dealt with. Important trade from Vermilove, but Maka once again striking with the AWP. Netchu now. Not an easy clutch. Still needs to retrieve the bomb. So many questions as to where this final player resides. And I'm liking the idea of the boost.
Don't hang around for long enough. Bomb plant, they're both fully aware that it is here towards B.
Hasn't planted really for ramp though, so Netchu needs to kind of keep himself close. Maka. He's going to be looking to take contact, but Maka's up. Able to get a triple in this one. And 3D Max, they take the lead.
Fred, I actually really love that play we saw from Lucky. So we saw 3-on-3 there, and we just pretty much instantly just saw Lucky push through, find that other kill. But Netchu in a difficult position, but mainly just don't give the T's any time to set up.
Don't give him any breathing room.
Yeah, no breathing room at all. Did a lot of damage to Vermilove as well. K with 2 on 2, but very much allowed Maka to rotate in and get a trade. Here we go, you get to see it here. Lemelo gets the trade, but Maka's now here. Thanks to Lucky going for that peak, delaying, stalling mouz, getting the bomb down, getting a post plant set up. So although it's only a 1-for-1, I think it's a really important one of that.
Yeah, I think now mouz have realised that 3D Max, second weaponry's been in play. They've looked incredible. Something to mention, you know, it's the CT side for 3D Max, which is their weaker on Vertigo, and it's the T side for mouz that's their stronger. Obviously, it's not kind of, you know, large margins.
I think that's what the nature of the map right now. I mean, I think this year the map's got, I think, a 52% favouring for the T side. That is sort of going to be natural, but a lot of good CT performances have been put out. But a B rush here, Maka finds the first, drops a nade onto the bomb planter. Oh, no fear at all, but maybe should have had some. Sierra finds the kill, needs the smoke, wants to look for this, will find it.
Oh, Sierra, what a round he's had! He's on for the ace, he's searching for it, he spots the shadow. He's not going any further though. I like the respect, I like the discipline there from Sierra. This was a tech rush.
I think realizes that, okay, this is... The rounds are more important than me getting an ace here. Just in case, I'll back away.
But an incredible round from mouz. And this is what I mentioned. Sometimes these B rushes can get a little bit awkward. You know, we saw the aggression from Maka. We saw the kind of the push through the smoke aided by the flash. But I think the problem is, I don't think he expected Sierra to just be so close. But yeah, incredible round from Sierra. mouz, I think they've stolen one away, realistically. It shouldn't have gone their way, but that's the risk you run with just going towards A, trying to take some space and leaving your B defender on their own.
I mean, that's the thing that you have to understand. Rounds like that can just be taken away in a game. Really, Max got to bounce back, but mouz given another opportunity here. Breaking the 4-round streak from 3D Max. Back on the board themselves, got a decent bit of money, having all those players saved all those weapons. But look, it started off with Maka finding the first. Nothing found at all after that.
I think the problem was, in those scenarios, you understand why Exercise wants to back away. You understand why he wants to get himself into a better position. But look, you're playing towards Generator against Tech 9s. It's, you know, a Tech's always going to swing wide and make it a bit of a struggle. I think in those scenarios, when you are getting pushed upon, you've got to play kind of open to Generator. You've got to try and find a pick before backing away, because that's what made things so awkward. The Ts were just so deep, so fast, and the CTs didn't really put up much of a fight. Obviously, we saw the Maka rotation, finds a kill towards White Box, but already we've got players crossing. And I'm speaking of aggression, with PR and Maka, they've taken a real hefty chunk of damage.
Yeah, so even damage being traded there between the two players.
Luckily,
No real winner.
Maka wielding an orb, it's not the kind of the end of the world, but gonna have to be very cautious on his positioning. I know that the mouz NXT utility pretty strong on Vertigo, so it has to be a little cautious.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen PR get brought down lower and lower with each of the util that's been coming out. He is on the AWP now, so all it takes is one more nade, tick from a molly, and this could spell disaster for either Maka or PR. But once again, back to old reliable. I was looking towards B.
Molly's gonna push him forward. Flashbang coming out. He spotted 2. Great kill though from Crizzen. We can see the T's extend, and oh, Crizzen secures the second. 4 on 3 now. Incredible openers, and the fact that Maka's so low.
Nade coming out. Doesn't find anything.
The CT surely gonna save. They've got limited utility. Maka's low HP, outnumbered, and to be honest, outclassed by Crizzen in that one.
Yeah, it's sort of been a similar statement we've seen a few times towards B actually right now. Exercise really struggling to halt this aggression and this firepower of Crizzen over towards this B side of the map. Sierra as well in moments, but Crizzen's done a really great job at finding these opening kills towards this side of the map, and Exercise has always been the play going down for nothing.
Something to mention, something that I have to point out, PR generally, you know, a real key fragger for the mouz NXT side. Usually, you know, a top performer picking up really big numbers. Has to be said, Charlie, PR's currently 1-7. Been a very slow start. And I think the fact that mouz are still leveling things up, still kind of taking the lead, is very impressive with it, you know, with PR being very much in the shadows.
I mean, there's a lot of really talented players on the roster, and although we don't have the sort of typical first, second, and third star of a team, that's not really as much of a thing anymore. There's a lot of players who can take the place of PR, and that's the impressive thing about this mouz roster. If PR's having a bad game, it doesn't mean mouz are going to lose. It just means mouz needs someone else to step up.
Speaking of PR, does a good job to find Gravity. I think we are going to be seeing a bit of an aggressive push here from Exercise. This is falling back though. Nice nade there onto Syrah. Deep position of Maka here. If he doesn't find this kill, could very easily be taken down.
Syrah would have been hurt in this Molotov, spotted now. Timing for Syrah's not good, but almost manages to get away with a kill.
Love the aggression there from Maka. Staying scoped. It has left the B-bomb site open, and that's something Crizant quite happy about. He's taking a lot of space.
U2 coming over now, just 1 HP on Lucky.
PR's low as well, though. Smoke to be sent. Crizant playing very close here. Flash. Mac is not going to be ready for it. What? Crizant again? He's allowed to get these double kills quite consistently. And Lucky now being hunted. We'll take down Crizant. But look, mouz do take the lead now. Extend it even further. It's going to be an eco, surely, from 3D Max.
Yeah, I mean, Crizant's absolutely dominating this one right now. 12 and 7. 3 kills again from him. He's breaking open these sites again. Look at this. This was just Crizant. Over towards the side of the map. No one else. No other teammates. No trade possibility. You can't even look at Exercise and say you're flashed off, you're mollied off. This was a straight up 1v1. And again, we see Crizant come out on top. The amount of times he's won the round for mouz is actually been insane. And it's all been towards the success towards B.
He looks really good, and I think the fact that PR gets that opener towards B, bit of a confidence booster. We've seen him go for it plenty of times, and don't get me wrong, he deals some damage, but it's the fact that kills aren't coming through. I'm loving the look of this boost towards B. I believe it's on top of the sandbags close towards white box. Oh, they have this just dismantled. I like this smoke. It's going to catch him off guard. Oh, PR surely going to go down, but he will find a pick beforehand. And Crizant again towards B.
Maka is here now. Misses the shot though. So can't get the trade back. So mouz back level. Sorry, still in favour. Not back level. Maka didn't hit the shot. Would have beaten then. But now they've got to search for something. Maka's got to rotate off B. They're going to be aware that the AWP's on this side of the map, and he's doing exactly that. Looking towards mid, we can see it's going to be a heavy point of contention here.
I think in this scenario, when it is that half bar, you've got to just take a bit of a gamble. Because look, it's an MP9 defending A. It's a 5-7 holding the lines in middle. Oh, I love this. Just contact wrap. Lucky's not going to be ready for it. Not at all. They find the player in electric as well. Really utilising the catwalk alongside A. And Maka now with many angles to deal with. The scope's surely been hurt. We'll take down one. He spots out the second. There's a player in CT. Oh, Maka not been taken down though.
Look at the time.
9 seconds left. They're going to have to hunt for him. Just playing behind the smoke. Maka finds another. 4 seconds remaining. He's tucked away towards heaven. How has he won it? How has Maka won the round?
1 versus 4, Fred. Time. He surely was looking to try to save. Maybe get a pick. And all of a sudden he found himself surrounded by the mouz players. So he feels like, well, I've kind of got to go for it now. And he gets rewarded. After all of mouz's hard work, Maka rips the round away from them.
What have I just watched? This should have been the 7th for mouz. This should have been such an easy round. This
let's
double,
look at this again. This was his second one there. That was the one that won the round. Let me love going down. And you can see players already started to look for the hunt. They just assume the bomb's going to go down, no problem.
Someone could plant it, not me though.
Crazy. Unbelievable scenes that we're seeing here on Vertigo with the final round of the half. Couldn't we see things leveled up thanks to Maka? Or will mouz still manage to get the slight lead going into the CT side for them?
Maka though could get
punished. Just about gets away.
He likes peeking in front of that box, and if he doesn't hit the shot, like what we saw there, he should have gone down. I don't actually know how he survived here, but Jocko loving the aggression. Trade comes through from Syrah.
Yeah, a lot more freedom for you to play gap now, really. It's interesting in terms of the gap volley coming through. All it's really stopping now is someone peeking into gap. Nothing else. For PR, it's his turn to try to shut down Exercise towards B. As his teammate's gone, and he does so. Exercise really struggled here in this game, actually.
It's just this fake, though, Charlie. And with Maka falling to Burmilove, 2 versus 4 here. Lucky with so much work to do. And Lucky goes down. Similarly, with Gravity, so mouz, they do head to their CT side with the advantage. A pistol round will level things up here, but 3D Max, they look good in moments, but Crizant, an incredible game he's had so far.
I mean, you have to think, we saw the rifles come out before 3D Max, and they looked really sharp. They won like 3 really dominant rounds in a row, and then we just saw mouz decide we have to exploit towards B. Prison spearheaded that one, and the amount of rounds that we saw go the way of mouz, due to that being the B bomb site, I think towards the end of the game there, I think the only rounds they ended up winning were towards B. It was very dominant, and like I said, Exercise had a very poor game. Hopefully, he can turn things around here on the second half.
Yeah, we need to see a big performance here from 3D Max. Pistol rounds, very important, but already we've got Crizant and Netsu making their way into the back lines. And are the T's going to be ready for this? I doubt it. The silent progression through. Gravity surely going to get caught off guard here. Has a little bit of a lurk, and Netsu finds. Ooh, key kill from Lucky though. Takes down Crizant, but Netsu still being a menace in the backlines. Jocko though now needs to find Syrah, but falls. 2 versus 4 now. But Maka goes down as well. It's Lucky in this tough clutch scenario. Needs to find PR, but Lucky falls as well. An incredible pistol from mouz. They set themselves up nicely for a 9th hit.
Yeah, the pistol initially in the first half gave mouz a nice buffer early on to have. Winning that one's great. It felt like there was a round that could go the way of 3D Max as soon as Lucky finds that kill onto the second flanking player, but Netsu just didn't slow down. Kept on finding impact. We started to see other players from mouz advance, and it looks like 3D Max are going to get these kills here. Jocko's holding the angle, but just gets decimated. Excellent shots there from mouz. Great call as well. Really cheeky stuff to see.
Bit of a fast push here towards ramp. They will be able to get a pick. Maka can retrieve. Lucky finds another. So already 2 kills is not too bad. Hardly any util remaining on the mouz NXT side, but they can save these 3 M4s. Not a major problem, but look, mouz, they're only 4 rounds away now from securing map number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a very big statement to make on map 1 of this series. This event here with some very, very talented teams elsewhere on the bracket. This would be a hell of a statement to make.
The thing is, it is mouz's map pick, but it's not as though 3D Max are kind of aliens to Vertigo. It's a map that they've looked pretty strong on themselves. So
yeah,
I think this might be a kind of an awakening moment here for 3D Max, realizing, look, this mouz side, they've looked incredible so far, and potentially we need to change our game plan up, but a 1-for-1 hit. Mac 10 can be upgraded. Oh, the boost coming through, and even though Sira spotted, Jocko is the one to fall, and Maka now looking to aggress. Krisen playing a nice off angle. He spotted both of them. He's going to attempt to retrieve the M4, but cannot be done, as Sira will get that trade, and now Lucky taking up Maka's position. He's going to be looking for a pick, but I love it from Sira. Timing's going to be everything, and neither one holding. Sira gets one, but Exercise a little late to pull the trigger as his teammate will fall beforehand. Tap of the bomb here. Nechu has given up his position, but the steps from Exercise, so unnecessary. It gives 10 now to mouz. Potential for 11. There's no real need to make noise there. I thought he made a brilliant round.
Due to the bomb timer and with it not going down, Nechu's going to be aware that he's going to be there anyway. So he tries to get the kill while Nechu's still sort of hyperfixated on the bomb, but just can't manage to find him. The swing wasn't brilliant and does get punished for it. So you understand what he's doing, but Nechu hit his shot when Exercise didn't. It's as simple as that.
I think that the real difference here is we've had players like PR who had a bit of a slow start. He's gone 7 and 8 now. He was 1 and 7 earlier, but we've had players who have had a bit of a slow start for mouz, but they've got players like Chris and like Sira who are really stepping up. Yet on the side of 3D Max, realistically, we need to see more. You know, Lucky and Maka are the only two that are consistently putting up numbers. And it's a tough first map here for 3D Max.
Yeah, you're going to need to have somewhat of a response. It is just a partial investment here, but all the signs lead to them giving up 11.
We did see a Tech9 success story for mouz NXT. It's not to say that 3D Max can't replicate.
You've still thrown out towards A. Little bit of a fake here, actually. Just showing that they've got deep ramp pressure, even though they're nowhere near that side of the map. And mid has been...
Look at the gamble. Look at the CT gamble.
Wow.
This could be a little bit
go
awkward.
either way.
Yeah, it's going to be a coin flip. Ooh, it's going to be about
Surely
timing.
the T's aren't going to expect so many players here. Double from Prison. Weapons going to be retrieved. Nechu here towards Guardian. After finding that kill, they might actually just call it quits. And, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they call it quits or not. They found the kills. Lucky does damage to PR, but no kill found. Only losing the one player there, mouz. It felt like potentially when that smoke got dropped, they might just, due to the contact made from Nechu, look to retrieve the M4 and get out. But yeah, the kill still found, elevated over the smoke, spotted the players. And mouz 2 rounds away from decimating 3D Max here.
Yeah, an incredible performance from mouz. I think 3D Max really going to have to dig deep. They cannot allow mouz NXT to find 12. That's where things are going to get a little too out of hand. Success has to come through from the T's now, but Burmilove posted up on the AWP. Oh, he's been taken down. Missed shot there from Burmilove is costly. Gravity, key opener. Jocko as well going to be searching for Sira. We've got Krisen making his way down as well. Just playing towards 51 here. Going to send out the smoke. They're going to be aware of it, surely. Pulls his nade out and has been found. Real big round here for 3D Max. Currently 5 alive, facing off against PR and Nechu. The save going to be the right call, but Nechu sticking around potentially a little too long. Feet in the flames and taking so much damage here.
Nice fight from PR. Couple of kills found. And it will be 3D Max getting another on the board.
It makes the finances a little awkward now. I think 3D Max, to complete and achieve a comeback to this level, they need to keep their finances as strong as possible. And you understand why Lucky wants to have a little bit of a look for a hunt, but I think it needs to be done in a kind of a smarter way. Just the unnecessary peeking, just stay towards B main and hope one of the CTs have a little bit of a look. But in doing so, they lose another player, even only 3 alive now. It's going to make things a little bit tough financially, and the fact that both of these players have been able to save, we should see an investment. We can see PR drop over an AWP. Both Sira and Krisen can buy. You know, we're going to see a strong buy here from mouz if they decide to go for it, and they will, as expected.
Yeah, round number 18. could be mouz's map point. That'd be a real statement to make just so early on, but 3D Max, we need to see more from them. They're a good Vertigo team, you mentioned it. Mouz just a strong T side and now looking very strong on the CT as well, thanks for winning the pistol and the rounds after. Oh, Maka had the opportunity. Able to convert the shot.
Something to mention though, Charlie, in the games that we have seen from 3D Max recently on Vertigo, a lot of them have come close. You know, their last 4 games, 3 of them going OT, 1 of them being 13 and 11 victory. I feel like although the stats are somewhat positive in the win rate, a lot of the games go down to the wire. It's not as though they're having these dominant results. Whereas on the side of mouz NXT, their most recent game on Vertigo was a 13-2 thriller. I think that's the difference.
I think they could really explain maybe a little bit. Could still be a close game here. Could still definitely be brought back. And after looking at the start of this one from 3D Max, it could be the case.
Well, we're just going to be seeing a gamble from mouz. If incorrect, they're just going to be saving, give them another chance in the next. But 3D Max, important rounds for them to find. Brings things closer, gives them a little bit more confidence. It also allows them a little bit more time to kind of settle and establish what they want to do and dictate on the T side of Vertigo.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to look for the save regardless. I think even if... I think that was sort of the mouz's main goal. I don't really think they particularly wanted 3D Max to come to their side of the map. Because we can still see a buyout. Pretty sure Krisen can get a weapon out. Sure, Bumilov might be forced onto a weaker one, but...
Well, Netu can probably drop across. Sitting on 2 points.
Drop something.
Yeah, he's got full
maybe
utility.
Mass. Mass feels like maybe worst case scenario, but it'll still be a decent buyout.
I like in this one that 3D Max haven't hunted. I think when you got to make these really big comebacks, you've just got to ensure that your finances are as strong as possible. And look, they're going to be getting a buy in the next regardless, and that's the scenario that they're in right now. They're trailing by 4. mouz are on 11. 3D Max can't be in a scenario where, look, they lose a round and they're already down to Galils, they're down to Mac 10s. They've got to ensure that their money is at that tip-top level. You know what? I do like what we're looking at here for mouz NXT. It looks as though they're just going to be dropping over the tech to Burmilov. 3 rifles in this one gives them a chance. And they're going to get a buy in the next. I think mouz have realised we haven't had kind of a perfect buy. Let's just ensure that we don't mess things up here. Because sometimes when you are so close to the finish line, you can just see teams consistently forcing when there's going to be FAMASs, when there's going to be MP9s. And I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, those hit the hit, but we're going to need to see these rifles find some success. Look for something, some sort of cheeky play, and this could be one of them. Interesting new boost.
Yeah, needing to change the angle a little bit as Nechi was open to gap. But yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing with the boost. I believe it was mouz NXT that showed it. On the T side, boosting towards, well, boosting like the T side of Crane just above the sandbag, having a look into the new connector area in elevator. Yeah, I liked it. I thought, you know, that the new changes allow for a lot more creativity, I think, on Vertigo.
45 seconds on the clock now. No real contact made from anyone, but the call from 3D Max is good. It's a bit of a gamble here from mouz. Utah still yet to come out. mouz not questioning, going for a rotate.
Yeah, it's just going to be Bumilov defending. Oh, it does seem as though mouz are going to be quite heavily rotating in. The amount of utility. If there was anyone on the bomb site, the util alone would have taken them down. But Bumilov now with the tech will find one. Needs to secure the second. The flashbang coming over will aid him. But Mako on the orb, finding one. Syrah taking down one himself, but
Lucky with the
trades,
3k. Yeah. Really important stuff there. If Lucky didn't get a 3k there very comfortably, that could have been a mouz round.
yeah,
Nice initial from Bumilov, but costly at least for 3D Max.
could have gotten a little bit awkward, a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. Lucky does a really good job. Only 2 survivors though. I think mouz, the fact it was just that kind of half buy around the 3 saved weapons, they brought it close, they made it possible. And without Lucky's brilliance, yeah, mouz could have quite comfortably taken it. I'm liking the aggressive push here from Gravity. We've seen potentially a little bit more of a slower play T-side here from 3D Max. And this is where Gravity can catch the timing. Completely catches off Crizzen, but Nechu and Sira battle back. They get the advantage now. We have got the AWP of Maka, but he's taking a lot of damage from this utility. And now potentially falling back a little. The deep position of PI is holding B main, so we can see quite a hefty gamble from mouz NXT.
Yeah, got Nechu looking towards mid. Flashbang comes out. Maka advances.
Flash not actually blinding Nechu. Such a cheeky angle there from Nechu. Maka unsuspecting. 4 on 2 now. Utility pretty poor for both sides, but the AWP will find Lucky. Oh, not ready for Sira's swing though. It's such an awkward angle. I think pros are going to take quite some time to get used to that. But big round for mouz. They've now got 4 opportunities to close out map 1.
Yeah, it looked like a really, really great start there for 3D Max, but the fact that you can see the new changes coming in there. That was a new change difference in terms of the rounds, because we saw one player looking towards the gap, and then the other one getting shot from that doorway now.
Yeah.
So it just allows you to play off those gap players so much easier.
I think something that has to be mentioned is they get the pick towards site. Why is there not a smoke towards gap? They can try and take some space. They can try and get a player in heaven. I feel like that's kind of going to be the position where the T's want to find that control. But yeah, I think what we saw from 3D Max, they find the kill and they're hungry for the next. They want to try and close out the rounds with these deep positions, but in doing so, they lose 2 there. And it's a little bit awkward. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I think in that scenario, 3D Max, they have to realize we've got to pick. Let's back away. Let's regroup and kind of rethink our game plan.
This could be it for 3D Max in this round, but PR and Sira have been brought down low.
Damaged out, I believe. It was the tag of the AWP that chipped Sira away so heavily. I'm liking the position here from Crizzen, just jiggling. Needle coming over, he's going to have a good understanding. And Crizzen now can back away the nade. Chips away and Maka quite heavily in the boost for Sira. 2 players were low on the side of mouz NXT, but they've got the 2 opening picks now, and things are going to get very uncomfortable for 3D Max. Missed shot from Burmilov allows Exercise to survive, and he will take down Crizzen. Flashbang coming over, but Burmilov not blinded. Lucky needs to get the trade. Still disadvantaged, but Lucky again, finding Sira. It is this 2-on-2. PR slowly creeping in the back lines, and Nechu just needs to delay and deny. We've got Lucky pushing deep here with a bomb, trying to take some control towards heaven.
15 seconds. Like he's cleared out all of this, but time is so low. Flashbang comes out. PR can end the whole game, and he will. That's the bomb going down. Time isn't on the side of Maka. And there you have it. mouz take their map pick in quite a dominant fashion, really.
Yeah, it was a brilliant performance from mouz. I feel like the individuals of Crizzen and Sira, they had incredible starts. They had that kind of aggression towards B, and the team play was really, really good to see. But look, I think mouz, they're the type of team, when you are an academy roster, when you are kind of having players that are maybe not as experienced as the likes of 3D Max, it can just be those off days where they're not performing well. And clearly today, it's a day that they are. You know, they've looked brilliant. Here we go though. Charlie, 3D Max, they've got to take things here on Nuke. Otherwise, mouz NXT will be victorious, will be able to progress to that next stage, will be able to get themselves to the semi-finals. This is a quarterfinals game. This is a big match here for 3D Max now. And starting on the T side.
I mean, that's what I mean. It's really important for these both sides, and what a find that is for PR. I mean, I was looking slightly different roster for 3D Max, but head-to-head we have seen it. It was about 6 months ago that we saw a head-to-head, so a lot can change, and clearly it has. We saw in our whole best of 3, mouz only able to find 7 rounds. against this 3D Max team. Was looking for Org back then, but the same roster with one exception really. And you look at it, what, 5-6 months later, they've already got map. They decimated them, and now they've got a chance to take this 2-0. They've got the advantage here.
Yeah, and they've got 3D Max locked in. You know, they tried to head out towards A, denied. Had a little bit of a look down towards ramp, not been allowed. And I feel like how mouz have played here, they've taken a lot of space. They've taken these early fights. They've suffocated the T's. And this is where these final three, they've got some big decisions to make. And they've got some big shots to hit, because this advantage isn't going to be easy. And I'm liking what we're seeing from mouz here. Burmilove going to be taking a bit of contact, but we'll go down to exercise. Now we've got Crizin in the heavens, needing to connect some shots, needing to find them quickly, but it gets dinked as well. Okay, 3D Max. They're making things closer, they're making things possible. Gravity with a lot of work to do, as the bomb being stuck here needs to deny, and will find Crizin. Do see player fall in the process, and Sira now going to be making his way out. mouz NXT surely to take this, and they do. Great pistol here on the CT side. 3D Max with the bomb going down. They could opt to force, but players like Maka, like Lucky, Jocko as well, probably not going to be able to get out those Galils. In fact, Jocko can, because of the... Oh, has the money not been introduced yet?
Well, it's 2.4. It's 1.9 and then...
Yeah, I don't think the money's been changed yet. It doesn't seem so. You had to get a kill, and... You had to get a kill or plant the bomb to be able to bring out a Galil and Armor. But yeah, I don't think the money changes are in effect. I might be going crazy here, but yeah, I don't believe so.
They've got weapons in play. They've got weapons. They've gone for a force, but that's also mouz winning all 3 pistols so far in this series, which is, we know how many rounds you can get from the pistol, and we saw it on a Vertigo. We saw 3D Max go for the initial force fight. It went against them, so mouz had a 3-0 start. A nice bit of a lead there, and we could see the exact same thing happen. And what a nice looking Mag 10 that is.
Oh, I didn't get to see it. Oh, a little blue gem. A little blue brick.
Bullets through the smokes, nothing connecting just yet for mouz. There is a player down here, and Secret but gets decimated by that Mag 10.
A great find can upgrade to that FAMAS, and this is where rotations are going to have to come through. PR, quick to control. Has got an HE grenade and a flashbang, and the fact that 3D Max have slowed things down a bit, PR can get himself in a nice position, but somewhat hesitant. Oh, this is going to be all about timing. Oh, he spots 4 heads, but cannot connect the bullets. Gravity secures the second. Sira now taking up his position. Sira needs to go huge. Will take down the bomb carrier. Takes a little bit of damage in the process. Will drop the smoke towards Squeaky, but the player still finds the kill beforehand. Nade coming through. Hardly any damage though. Nice tag. Player out Secret. Maka out single door, and it's all on Netu now. Secures the first, but gets dinked to 17. 3D Max, a great response, and it has to be said, Gravity, he's had an incredible round here.
Yeah, a lot of sort of one and done best case scenario positions that we kind of saw there from mouz NXT. We saw Crizin up towards Secret. But it was kind of just, okay, he's going to just shift his way up and hope. When they had no info of how many players were behind these smokes, maybe a flash would have been nice to assist him. Sort of anything other than that, I suppose. And then you also see PR, the position he was in, when they were that deep, and he would have known that they could have been that deep. It's just so risky.
Yeah, I think as well, we could have seen potentially just a bit of a jump spot, get that information, send out the nade, but the fact he's just holding there, and 3D Max, they're kind of just in a flat line. He spots all 4 heads, but sadly just can't connect.
So forced by back gear for mouz. 3D Max back on the board, back level, forced by gone perfectly for them. Had a good few players survive. All players with rifles on 3D Max.
Not going to be an easy round for mouz. They've got to search for an opener. Jocko will kick things off nicely.
Molly down, forces Crizin forward, but can't manage to connect the bullet, and this force play seems to be petering out a little bit here for mouz.
Nice from Exercise to find another. Still no casualties on the 3D Max side.
Yeah, not a lot of damage taken. They can look to win this one cleanly. In a good round for them so far. PR attempt to find something with the Deagle will get found as well. And it's all on the edge. Just for this 5-7 spotted out. And it should be all 5 surviving here for the French side.
Ooh, fair bit of damage, but sadly no kill. Yeah, this is a really strong start from 3D Max on the T side. Trying to establish a bit of dominance. Trying to create a bit of success. And they have done so far. And I think against the Eco here, 3D Max, if they can keep 4 players plus alive, they'll be very happy. They'll have a lot of finances in the reserve.
Yeah, a bit of a take pause as of now. But yeah, it's going to be the anti-eco for the French side. They win that cleanly. They're going to be doing good. And they're going to have a nice early lead on this T side. They're going to feel pretty comfortable in where they're heading for now. And then they can look to see if they can actually progress that even more. Because 3 rounds early, when mouz will only have 1, is pretty substantial on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, I think as well, when you look at it, the fact that 3D Max have had this good start, players like Gravity, ones in which we mentioned, maybe need a bit of a better performance. He's 5-1 currently. It was that double entry, one towards Secret, the second onto PR. It was key kills that were found from Gravity in that force buy, and it's a big start for 3D Max, and it's a big start for Gravity. Smokes down towards outside. Bit of a stack from mouz here towards A. This is where Maka needs to be a little bit cautious. Oh, Crizant pushing through. Lucky. We'll get plenty. This isn't going to be easy. Oh, damage dealt, and Crizant scores 2. M4 can be retrieved. Maka now drops down the ladder. Going to be aware of Crizant's position. Flashbang coming through, and Maka drops down, but Jocko finds. And Jocko 2 HP as well. That could have been a very costly round for 3D Max.
Yeah, still got decent finances, still able to keep the 3 alive, but yeah, you see the teaser paranoid is going to be a lobby aggression. They play passively, they play safe, the kills come their way until Crizant with just 2 bullets, 2 kills.
The 2 kills there for Crizant have allowed him to bring out a lot of utility. It's still not a perfect buy for mouz. No AWP on Burmilov, and that's going to be key factor for their success. Maxis could have in fact brought out an AWP in this one, but opted against it. I'm very interested to know as of why. Maka was a real key player on Vertigo, and the AWP generally being the beneficiary of that. But the spam from Exercise does attempt. Did see some lobby aggression there, but Syrah finding Gravity gives them that advantage now.
Response early doors here in round number 5 being good for mouz. Man advantage in their favour. Burmilov joining his teammate towards ramp. Just going to be dropping the smoke for PR before rotating back away.
Oh, Syrah though. So deep behind enemy lines. Surely not going to be ready for this. Oh, Lucky's having a little bit of a look, in fact. Oh, and Lucky finds the kill. That is so important for 3D Max.
I mean, levels things up and just creates so much more space now, and Lucky's starting to have a look towards outside thanks to that.
Yeah, Maka sent a fair bit of utility towards the A-bomb site, potentially just to draw some rotations and to allow some space for his team.
There is only 25 seconds.
Yeah, things are going to get a little bit scary here for the 3D Max side. They're going to make their way into main. Lucky needs to be cautious, needs to spot out Burmilov. He's out in the open, but Lucky doesn't eliminate key trade from Exercise. Nexu now close towards second vent. Will get the first, dealing the damage for the second. Exercise now 7 seconds remaining, has to force the plant, but PR still shifting, still waiting, and Exercise plenty of questions as to where PR resides, and he slowly creeps his way out. Hart spots him, takes him down, and mouz NXT, they win the round, they get the clutch. They find success on this CT side.
Yeah, needed to there. Really important one. We see that one go the way of 3D Max. Likely going to see 5 very early doors on the T side of Nuke, and that's a really awkward position to be in if you are those CT, so desperately needed that round. Does get costly. Well, it's probably not going to be brilliant, but great find from Lucky.
I think the good thing for 3D Max is the finances are so strong, and the fact that mouz, although they won the round, just one survivor, we're going to be seeing weaknesses on the mouz side, whereas for 3D Max, it should be a perfect buy, it should be a perfect investment, and we're seeing it here. Utility on Birmingham and Sierra not perfect. Kristen's dropped down to an MP9, just the one defuse kit, whereas on the side of 3D Max, players like Maka, like Gravity, Jocko as well, sitting on a lot of cash, and they've got the AKs and utility. I think as well, Birmingham, he's quite lucky to find that pick. I would have just assumed he's gone down for nothing there, so the fact he gets one before falling was the real difference maker.
Yeah, it looked like he probably should have. Awkward position to be in, but did find one. He playing towards Secret in this one. A lot of bodies outside, Molly coming his way. We'll back away for now.
Yeah, he's done it silently as well. Sierra has got a flashbang. Help his teammate out. The swing in front of the smokes to catch him off guard. Nice from Birmingham to find one, though. He's just going to be quickly evacuating Secret. Maneuvering his way back, and without any contact made, they're going to be aware that there's still players towards outside, and Netshoot will find a pick for it, but it's going to be this crunch on the A-bomb site. 3D Max, they've gotten themselves the man advantage. Birmingham has been spotted, eventually found. PR, he's in a clutch once again, but not just against one opponent, and he's got three to face. Creeping out of the heavens, and Lucky holding the lines here. Ooh, what a nade. But we will just see PR back away. So 3D Max, he can extend the lead once again. mouz NXT, surely just an eco in the next.
Yeah, 3D Max looking really sharp here on Nuke. It's their map pick for a reason. That they had something, they had to have a response against mouz. Otherwise, this series could have easily ended 2-0 the way of certainly not the favourites, the underdogs. Bit of damage dealt there from PR. Couple of kills. This is going to back away. It's going to be allowed to save. In fact, Lucky goes down as well. So everyone does fall for the French side, but I don't know if they really care. They've still got money. They're still in the lead.
Players like Maka, like Jocko can drop across. It's not going to be a big problem for them. And look at the buy. I think mouz NXT, they've kind of been drawn into this investment. I don't think they initially wanted to go for it, but because everyone falls on the side of 3D Max, they're assuming, look, they're going to have weak weapons. It's probably going to be a couple Galils, a couple Mac 10s, but look, it's AKs, it's utility on everyone. And they've still got plenty in the reserve as well. I'm liking the aggression from mouz NXT, though. Gravity, though, very fast here. Shots have been taken, yet kills not found, and Jocko could be looking to get aggressive through the smoke. Has the opportunity, but he's not spotted the player in garage. Oh, Krisen finally coming alive. Birmingham finds exercise as well. We've got a low HP Mac, and Gravity's been chipped away out. This is an incredible round from mouz NXT, and Birmingham comes alive once again, spots the player towards blue. Gravity finally emerging from back red and takes him down, but still a two-man advantage for mouz NXT. They need to be a little bit cautious to not throw this lead away, but what an outside push here from the CTs.
Yeah, I was just about to say this round's all on Lucky, but Lucky falling. PR finding the final player, and mouz go for the force buy. The read is good. Just so much damage dealt early through those smokes with the utility. And 3D Max potentially sticking around a bit longer than they should have.
3D Max now, they're going to be going for the investment. They could have, in fact, just E-code, but I think they realize they want to keep their opponent's finances as low as possible, trying to take as many rounds on the T side.
This is where PR's damage does a lot. We said it might not matter, but look at what it's done.
Potentially change the course of this whole series. If 3D Max are unsuccessful in this one, they allow mouz not only to take the lead, but to regain some confidence that was lost from the initial portion here on Nuke. We're on round number 8, Charlie. We're still yet to see an AWP.
Yeah, I mean, Maka, I'm not surprised why he hasn't bought one out. It's very costly. It's quite unwieldy on the T side. Or sort of just in general, it can be very difficult to play around. People are aware for all the AWP peak angles. You can do it, but you've got to play very slow. Maybe Maka just isn't interested about that.
I think as well with the fact that mouz, they're changing things up, they're taking aggression and it's kind of just done on their own timings. It's sometimes a little bit difficult to wield the AWP in those scenarios, but Netu already down towards the lower site will gain this information, and with Krisen pushed through lobby, not spotted anyone, this is where mouz need to be aware that it is going to be this B play here. Players have been spotted though. Netu going to send out the flashbang. Progresses through single door. We're seeing an aggressive push with the MAC-10, but it is Gravity to try and take a bit of a fight, a bit of a peek, and PR spots out one. Plenty of players down here towards B, and yeah, mouz needing to find a pick. Does come through from Krisen onto Lucky, but Jocko, great find there, and PR really struggling.
Gravity does go down. Burmilov and Sarah to try to do something.
Maka gets a double with the Mac
still
there.
not down, but Sarah goes down. Burmilov 9 HP.
Yeah, and Jocko gonna find him. Burmilov, he's got his knife out. Ooh, Burmilov. He's crept away, but Jocko spotted. But yeah, Maka does such a good job to find 3 there. 2 secured with the Mac in close range. Just pushing towards ramp on that timing. He extends out of control and really catches off PR. But yeah, PR needed to do a little bit more there.
I mean, Netu's angle was so awkward. I don't know why he opted to play that. It sort of felt like he thought that there's no chance they can push from Deagle. Maybe if there's a smoke or a molly there. But the fact that they did, he's just so exposed from everywhere. Sure, it's a bit of an awkward angle to clear for the T's. But once they know you're there, you are a sitting duck.
I think, you know, especially with the player being towards ramp, I kind of expected him to play in the corner. You know, away from control, can't be spotted unless they're out in the open. It's a nice little crossfire. But yeah, I think the positioning for mouz was a little bit unnecessary. And 3D Max, they do find success off the back of that force, even with the opener going the way of mouz. Yeah, just look how isolated he is. But this is the double I was talking about. We get to see it here, and Maka, what a round.
Yeah, brilliant performance. And every time we feel like mouz might have a bit of a foothold on the game, 3D Max bounce back and deny. Could have seen mouz take the lead there. Winning that one, forcing 3D Max onto the eco. We could have seen it, but it's the opposite. mouz going to be forced into this weak buy. They are going to fully invest, but it's not great.
Bit of a force buy war that we've got on our hands. 3D Max should be victorious here, though. If you're looking at the weaponry and utility, far favoured for them. Liking it from PR, though. Very quick down towards Secret. Going to attempt to try and find a pick early on. Plenty of smokes towards outside once again. Need going to come through with the smoke, but Gravity well aware of this. Oh, another one, but Gravity's been spotted. Brilliant from Krisen to find the pick. It gives 3D Max something to work with, and the fact there's no one else towards outside, not only is it impossible for a trade, but mouz NXT quite understanding to where these final players are.
Yes, good awareness. A minute on the clock. Player spot here, but Jocko finding Krisen. Flash has to be excellent from Netu. Throws it a little early.
We have got Burmilov in heaven holding towards Squeaky, I believe.
You
I
don't
like
need
this
to
from
rush
3D
this from
Max.
3D Max.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just going to allow mouz to use their last pieces of utility. Burmilov finding Maka, though, is a key kill to secure. Netu potentially just needs to keep himself on the back of the bomb site, make things a little bit difficult for them, but they've headed their way down the vents. A 3-on-3, but a lot of control taken here from 3D Max now. And Lucky now looking to take space towards ramp. Does just look as though mouz are going to be saving here with the lack of control that they have. It's not as though they can really achieve and accomplish anything.
Yeah, they've got a couple of AKs, which is an upgrade in terms of what they brought into the round, so they are going to be giving another crack in the next, but this is going to be 6 found from the T side. And still, a number of rounds are left to play. Still 3 more opportunities. We can even find something like a 9, which would be insane.
It's all going to be whether mouz can have a strong performance on their T side. Don't get me wrong, we've had an incredible performance from 3D Max, but certainly still possible here for mouz NXT. This is where I think we just need to see an eco from mouz. But still, it's going to be another round on the CT side where Burmilov's without the AWP. He might not even get to wield the AWP on the CT side of Nuke. An absolutely crazy statement to be made. It's his premium weapon. It's his specialist weapon, and the fact he's not been able to use it and probably won't be able to use it is something that's, you know, a key factor for why mouz have looked a little bit out of it here.
Maka was spotted towards Silo, but I don't believe Sierra noticed, and I don't think the T's did either, but still great raid from Gravity Burmilov. Very low here, tagged through the smoke, found through the smoke, and 2-man advantage early doors in this round. Could be a third, but Chris, nice find. Gravity will find his third in the round.
Yeah, PR will just spot out Gravity now. I don't think they are going to be aware of PR's position. Netchi with a lot to do here. Ooh, I think Lucky has just spotted him, and he certainly has. Takes him down, and now PR 1v4 gone 1v3. 3D Max not aggressing any further. There's no real need to.
Yeah, can't just halt this for now. PR likely gonna have to go for another save. Does PR ooh, well, that doesn't matter. I was gonna say, does PR have enough to maybe drop an AWP? Doesn't even matter. Goes down. No, he wouldn't have anyway. Needed one more kill to be able to, but 7-3 so far. 3D Max, by the looks of things, going to be bringing us onto that third map. The way this is going so far, this is really brilliant stuff from the T side of Nuke. Very impressed with what I see. Great response to this game. We saw a blowout on Vertigo. We needed to see some sort of comeback, some sort of statement piece, and 3D Max, this is what they're doing right now.
Yeah, mouz are going to have to take these final two if they want a real chance of securing the series in a 2-0 fashion. Gravity looking to creep close here outside. Spots one towards Icebox, struggling to take him down. Certainly not the best of sprays. Maka now with the AWP in hand, extending, but PR swing is perfect. The timing works well. The player towards Hell taking a little bit of pressure away, and it gives mouz a strong chance here. They're 3 versus 2. Lucky's low. mouz needs to be a bit cautious here, though, as Maka posted up with the AWP. Syrah, if he goes down, it gives them their avenue back towards A, as both the remaining players for mouz are down on the B bomb site. We could, in fact, see 3D Max head their way up heaven, but they've got such little information to go off. Oh, timing is devastating for Lucky. Krisen's swing is now all on Maka, 1 versus 3. And we can see Syrah save the AWP here. mouz, though, they've backed away. They've left the bomb site open. Just going to allow Syrah to flank.
Yeah,
Maka.
I wonder how much he's opts actually pushed down this round. Just going to be holding 4 now. So Maka does have space. Goes for the plant. And we'll be given it, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be so tough for Maka, though. Contact's been made, and Syrah, in fact, will take him down. Oh, I don't think they've realised that the AWP's been dropped. Okay, yeah.
They certainly do. Yeah, we will see at least the AWP for Burmilov for at least 1 round this half.
Last round of the half, and it's the only one he's been able to wield it. It's been a tough one. Even with the rifle, though, he's having that impact. He found the opener here.
Yeah, struggled a little bit earlier in the game, but starting to have a few bigger moments towards the end, or at least put up a few more numbers. But good hold there from mouz. They needed something to go their way after how the last few rounds are going, and I like the ramp setup, works out nicely. We could have seen a triple spray down, actually, before Lucky gets the trade.
Yeah, they all lined up. It looked brilliant. Looked like a real opportunity for PR. As mentioned, though, mouz still need to secure this final one here to keep things competitive and to keep them in contention for closing out the series 2-0. he's been spotted. Sira now in a bit of a touchy position. Needs teammates' help, but certainly not expecting him to take down Jocko. Gives them that 2-man advantage. Maka and Lucky have been chipped away, and Krisen will strike onto Silo. 2 versus 5 within 30 seconds.
Nice picks found, aggressive angle. Sirius definitely not had the game he had on Vertigo, but a big round there from him. But it might not matter too much as Exercise gets a quick triple.
Yeah, the entries here into the A bomb site's brilliant. Hefty nade onto Exercise. Molotov to come down as well. Exercise in the flames, needing to retreat, but no, he will go down to PR's molly. The bomb at least planted for Lucky. Gives him something to work with, but
they're gonna know exactly where he is pretty much. And still we see PR quite passive towards Heaven.
PR just tapping away. Will drop down. Lucky's gonna be aware of it. I like the aggressive push here from PR, but Lucky successful. We see a bit of rage from PR, slamming the desk, walking away, and you can tell, you understand it. It's a 2 versus 5, triple entry from Exercise, and then Lucky in the 1v2. Incredible stuff there. 3D Max
died for that. He said, Lucky, you got to win this 1v2. I'm getting this bomb down regardless. Goes down to that, and somehow, and Lucky, look, trapped in his corner.
The problem is,
still finds it.
mouz just give up these 1v1s. They should just play it as a pack, shoulder to shoulder. It would have been such a tough round for Lucky to win.
But that's what I was saying. We saw the wraparound, and it felt like the only position Lucky really could have been was Hut, and yet PR was very passive to actually make it out of Heaven. So instead we saw his teammate fall before PR was even attempting to go for that clutch there. Maybe Paranoid his backside. But that felt like that could have been mouz sort of bringing this round one step closer. This game a little more within reach. But still, as it stands, 4 rounds behind. Pistol round going to be so crucial if 3D Max find it. I think we all know where this one's going.
Yeah, plenty of util heading over the top of A, but no one blinded really. And Maka finding 2 of the dualies. Jocko's taking contact and quickly will just back away. But it's going to be a tough 3v5 for mouz NXT. And Maka again on the dualies. Eventually has been found by PR. But Jocko eliminating Vermilove. It's all on PR. And he can't even connect a bullet. Unfortunate stuff there. But 3D Max, they find 9. Expected double digits. There's no bomb plant going to deny mouz from the force. And 3D Max, they're going to have a 6-round lead. Only needing 3 to close things out. They're on the CT side. mouz NXT. I expected a little bit more of a performance here from them, but an incredible showing from 3D Max on Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, completely night and day in comparison to what we did see on map number 1. So they went back to the drawing board and said, what are we doing, guys? Let's sort this out. And, I mean, right now, this performance that I was expecting initially from 3D Max, still, mouz will have their chances. Force buy in this one, though, isn't ideal. Molotov drop, flashes out, Exercise finds the first, and right now it's a CT dominant performance. Player is actually here towards the back of the site.
How is he
and that
still
could
at blue
cause
box?
some turmoil. It does for about 2 seconds, but then the reinforcements arrive in the form of Maka, and 3D Max still win the round. No bomb plant, the force buy not successful. 11 should be found unless we're seeing forces till the end of the game, which I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I feel like mouz, they're already in that scenario where they're trailing by plenty. They needed the pistol to keep things competitive. But, yeah, it's been a tough one for mouz. I think 3D Max, we saw towards the end, the latter portion of Vertigo players having their moments, players stepping up, but it was far too late. Whereas now, 3D Max very much warmed up into the series and everyone having these big moments. And that's why we can see such a deficit in rounds for mouz. But I think as well, such a big factor was the lack of AWP opportunities for Vermilove. He only had 1 round on that CT side with the AWP.
Yes, it's not what you want.
And I think the AWP needs to be a heavy priority, especially on a map like Nuke.
Pressure found for Jocko. Will back away. Needs a nice amount of damage, but it's Maka that's actually under the pressure. He does things really nicely right now. Not able to switch to his sidearm, but finds 3.
Yeah, nice triple there. Bomb needed to be retrieved. We will see Jocko make his way back up the ramp, and Lucky will be the one to eliminate, and Lucky gets them both. 3D Max with 4 survivors. Lucky can drop an ult over to Maka as well. But 3D Max, they're looking unstoppable on the CT side of Nuke.
I mean, it was their map pick for a reason, wasn't it? It's we knew they were going to be good on the map. They didn't really have a choice with a Nubis, but they nuke very sharp. Mouse are a good nuke team, but 3D Max right now are showing a different level of what it means to be a good nuke team. Only 2 rounds needed. Fight is back out. Birmingham is going to be on that tour.
Same statement can be made for Maka though. I think this is the 4th AWP that's been in play in the whole of Nuke.
Yeah, Maka very content to not have the AWP on the T side. They had the money for it a lot of the rounds, but we'll just stick with the AK. Maka could be under pressure here. A lot of bodies starting to creep their way to ramp. Bummilov's AWP could be taken out of the round soon, but no, Maka takes the early shot.
Still coming down towards ramp, and Maka still holding the lines. And with the AWP playing towards here, they can kind of expect maybe there's this double ramp setup. Bit of a bait and switch with the AWP taking contact and a rifle to deal the damage.
Util thrown out. Gravity could go for a bit of spam. Plenty of players, but will reposition. Smoke down for the vent cross. Also into vent.
Yeah, great call from Gravity. Have already got Jocko
look at the
down.
damage that these guys are taking.
Yeah, Lucky and Jocko finding key kills. Crizzen now makes his way down, but it's not going to be easy for Crizzen. They're aware that he's towards Hut. Lucky rotating in. We've already got 2 players down towards B. This is going to be so tough for mouz NXT, but Syrah will start things off nicely. Key kill from Maka. Important trade from PR. At least he can get the plant off, but it's the tap of the bomb. He knows the swings are coming through. And low, PR gets a double. 5 seconds remaining. The plant has to come through, but he gets off the bomb. Oh, no. And Lucky's aware. An incredible round. PR gives it a real good attempt, but sadly, it doesn't work out for him. The steps for Lucky enough.
Brutal. I mean, Fred, we've seen a few times PR in these clutches. He's been the man to do so. And we ended up seeing him sort of get a little bit tilted here or there. Loses cool in some moments. That's the most devastating way to do so. Brilliant double kill. And Lucky just toying with him. Making the noise and just slipping his way back into the double doors before PR could find anything.
Yeah, it was a brilliant play there from Lucky. He knew himself that once those doors are open, there's no chance that PR can just stick the bomb. He has to get himself off of it. But brilliant stuff there. 3D Max now with 8 opportunities to close out Nuke, and then we head to Dust. And it's not an if anymore. It's a somewhat certainty. And Gravity, nice pick, but Crizzen gets the trade. 2nd kill secured here for Crizzen in round number 17.
Yeah, advantage here still for mouz. Jocko smoking towards ramp. Are we going to see a gamble push through this? Because this could really be a risky play. They are just waiting. Start to swing now. Jocko finds one. Does damage, but only able to get one. Maka makes it a 2-on-2 once again. These players are half HP each. Exercise down here towards the lower side.
Yeah, with the glass broken, they're going to be aware. Exercise pushing in front of him. The
All to play for, but Exercise does it. The game is going to be done 12-4. Really dominant performance there, Fred. Unbelievable stuff. mouz made things slightly competitive at the start of the game. We could have seen them take the lead, but since then, 3D Max, wow, what a performance. I don't think they dropped a single round on their CT side.
Yeah, it was all 4 of the rounds were found on mouz's CT side. It was the pistol that they found. It was that kind of force by wall that we saw initially. But yeah, the second they got to that CT side, 3D Max looked unstoppable. And I feel like when we looked at Vertigo, we kind of saw the rounds that 3D Max won. They were kind of a little bit disjointed.
So you're going to have to walk us through it.
Yeah, super excited here. Dust 2, final map of the series, dictating which team can get to that semi-final spot. Obviously, the victor of this will be playing against either Bait or Bet Boom, which is going to be an exciting series as well to see. But into the here and now, into the final map.
Look at this call from 3D Max. They've sent Maka just to clear all of tunnels. 4 players here towards A right now. It's a really good call, unless it's going to be a B split that we're seeing. But I love the gamble.
I think as well, the fact that it's the pistol round, we're not really expecting all too much utility to be coming through from mouz. So even if a smoke, were to be in play, using it deep towards CT, it would be a little bit of a risk. And this A gamble is going to be perfect. Could be all kicked off by Gravity. I'm wondering if we're going to see a bit of a run boost, but with Nechu holding the molly in hand, Util coming over now, jumping across into the bomb site. Flash going to be coming through from Gravity, sends out the second, but Jocko starts things off nicely as he gets the opener. Lucky as well, Jocko again, and it instantly a 2 versus 5. We see the aggression come through from mouz NXT towards short, but only 1 kill can be secured. It is from Nechu, but 3D Max, what a pistol, what a gamble. An incredible round for them, and they kick off Dust how things ended on Nuke in a pretty dominant fashion.
Yeah, it's a really excellent call. I mean, it looked perfect. We saw mouz heading up towards short, and it felt like he was only going to really go one way. 4 players able to fight there. You see Gravity throwing the flashes out for his team as they take these fights. The kills started coming through, and 3D Max is there around every day. Just going to be the eco here for mouz. They want to get the weapons out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I really like the call and the kind of the play from 3D Max. I feel like jumping towards short, always going to be a difficulty, especially with players towards long. And the fact that Gamble did come through as well, it just made things really awkward. But I like what we're already seeing from Gravity. He's the one that dropped down to that MP9 to bring out utility, the rest on rifles. And I feel like that's what we might be seeing a little bit more of from 3D Max, is Gravity playing a little bit more of as a sportive player, allowing his team to kind of be the stars here so far on Dust. And it worked out very nicely. But Jocko, what a round from him.
Ooh, playing a bit of football
I think they're going to send that, yeah.
Sending it out. No shots fired off of the football. Didn't fall Maka, believe it or not.
If anything, it told 3D Max, okay, these guys are here.
Yeah, I kind of think mouz knew that was going to be the case,
funny.
But I think it's sort of, why not? Let's see if we can do anything from it. It is just the Glocks. I mean, look at the util of 3D Max. They have very little. Oh, the Rumbo's continued all the way through, but it's a very dominant one.
Yeah, only 9 damage taken.
And exercise. One didn't have a go at that football.
Yeah, nice cross there. Sadly, no headed goal, but we get to see it here again.
That's the replay I wanted.
I don't care about the kills. I want the football.
Round number 3 now. 3D Max do have that 2-0 lead. Finally, we get to see the weapons in play for mouz.
Not perfect utility, just 12 in total. Comparison to 3D Max's 20, but like the initial util we're seeing. Ooh, the nade of the smoke forces Sira to be a little bit cautious. Swings to come through. Flashbang blinding one in pit. And Maka will just escape, evades from long. I think it's the right decision to make.
So early portion of long has been taken without any real issues from mouz. Not too much of a contest.
Maka now. Opportunity to find one. Just needs to get himself out of there. PR will find the kill. PR doubles down, even on 11 HP. Secures his second. Lucky Gravity and Jocko now to try and restabilize, but not going to be easy. Smoke thrown towards short, a necessary one at that. And players have been spotted. Oh, Gravity could find him jumping. Spots him on the edge of the smoke, attempting. Lucky will take down Kristen. Fermilove though finding, and players lining up in CT. We've got a late lurk and a big flank, and PR will get another. And Gravity on 19 HP, attempting to escape. But an important round for mouz. First weapon reinvestment, and it does go their way.
Yeah, PR's double towards short. Excellent there. Finding the first. You see Maka very uncomfortable to take that fight. Just couldn't really find the head until one of his last bullets in PR. Soon as Exercise swings on out, instant headshot with that one.
Yeah, I think PR, the ability he's shown already in that round, pretty incredible. Bit of an awkward first fight onto Maka, but the fact he gets the second with ease, really key here. And it isn't the investment from 3D Max, it's just the half buy here. 5-7 at close range, Lucky will find. Has got Gravity to attempt to help. Oh, Jocko will get a bit of a timing, but found by Netusir as well, doubling down. Lucky eventually swinging to get that trade once again. AK has been retrieved. Exercise with the scout towards B. We are just going to be seeing mouz NXT force their way back towards long, but Netu sticking around here, hoping for a bit of a late tunnels peak. But with PR finding Lucky and Exercise towards tunnels, mouz NXT surely to secure their second.
Exercise does have this scout hit. Yeah, was heading his way, but Exercise has just backed away for now. Retrieve that AK, and like he's just going to be looking to save it.
Yeah, mouz though. They need to have a strong T side here. Ooh, Crizm will give up his life. Although the money's okay for mouz NXT, they really shouldn't be hunting here. Exercise can buy regardless, even if he goes down. But yeah, I think Exercise, if he can find one more kill, this would be really costly for mouz NXT. And it has to be said, a bit of an unnecessary error.
Yeah, it looks like they are just going to be calling it here. PR not progressing forward, nor is Netu. So, yeah, they agree with you. They don't really want to give up much more. Don't have loads of cash, so there's no point. Love can have an orb dropped over from a couple of his teammates.
With the reintroduction of Dust, although there's only been 95 maps played in the last couple months on HLTV, it does seem a little bit T-sided. Ever slight though. It is that 49.5 to 51.5, so just a 2% difference. Nothing major, nothing crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes when the map does continue. When it gets a bit more playage, I suppose. A bit more play time at the top level. We'll be able to sort of find out. But we love it. Or does fire off a shot, doesn't actually connect anything though. Maka obviously has an orbit of his own.
Yeah, Burmilov though, going to be sent out first to attempt to find a key opener. Could see a bit of a flash coming through to tunnels, and we might, as Jocko is slowly creeping closer. Crizm now in a very nice position. Could find Jocko. Neither one wanting to make the mistake to creep even closer. Need coming through, the timing on it. A couple seconds later could have inflicted plenty of damage, but Jocko eventually besting Crizm. Potential miss smoke there. I think they wanted it to land on top of the box, but not the perfect lineup. mouz NXT playing this very slowly here. Looks as though they're going to be heading their way towards tunnels. They've got still plenty of utility, but with time ticking away and a double B setup, things could become very costly here for mouz NXT.
I think they're saving. Yeah, they are. They call it quits. They're done. Lose one player, but they're not attempting it at all. Prefer the call, keeping these players alive.
It's the fact they've got no control. They've got no space. It's not as though they've got control towards deep long. They didn't have anywhere towards short, and that's the problem that mouz faced. They just played it so slow in middle. And yeah, I'm interested by the call. I think on paper it's the right one with only 25 seconds remaining, but it was their own doing. They were just so slow to take this space. And with Jocko finding that kill, you know, it gave any chance to mouz heading towards B. Just ripped it away from them.
But we also saw 3D Max use their utility very disciplined. They still had smokes in play. Threw them towards tunnels. By the time those smokes faded, both of them, I think it would maybe be 10 seconds best. More like 8. So they'd have to push through the smokes, but it's going to be a look towards B early for Burmilov. Maka is here as well with his AWP. It does best Burmilov.
First AWP altercation successful by 3D Max. And Maka, I love the aggressive playstyle he goes for. He finds a pick. He knows there's probably going to be a bit of space for him to take. And instantly progressing here. Timing couldn't be better, but with Crizm finding Jocko. Lucky now with work to do. Going to be repositioning, but it is going to be this play up towards short. Gravity gives them that advantage back. We'll just drop a smoke to delay.
So still advantage here, mouz. Gonna have to be a good mid-round call, because it doesn't seem like they're 100% sure of what it is they want to do just yet. Crizm confirming that nothing's pushed apartments, but little does he know, Mac has got a lot of control here.
Yeah, the problem is as well, PR quite far away, fairly split. An Exercise playing very passive towards long. With the flash coming short, Gravity just dropping down. Crizm could find here. It's all going to be about timing, and Crizm gets the better of it. And Crizm, great kill onto Lucky. Will keep himself alive. Back to this 3-on-3. Maka's going to be a real late rotation, but with Exercise eliminating PR. Syrah with so much work to do here. Does eliminate Gravity. Syrah needs to progress, but Crizm so hesitant. Molly coming down. Exercise now looking to deny the plant. Huge nade there.
Look how low these players are. Exercise just about dodging that one. 3 HP.
Oh!
They're doing an Exercise, and even though Syrah has 9 points of health, he still finds both.
Great clutch there from mouz. Yeah, I'm really not too sure how things went so wrong for 3D Max. They had the numbers, they had the health advantage, but it's just Crizm here finding Lucky makes things really difficult. And even with Exercise getting the timing onto PR, it didn't matter. But I love this kind of aggressive playstyle that Syrah opt for. So aware that Exercise is going to be swinging off that contact, but 3D Max, they lose the streak. They finally stunted by mouz, and we do instantly see a pause, and I'd really like to see it. You know, Atro mentioned that mouz NXT haven't really been utilizing these tack pauses anywhere near as much as they should have done. Whereas 3D Max, the second they're needed, instantly we're seeing it, which is it's a good thing to see, because I think sometimes games can spiral a little bit out of control. Just utilizing these pauses to give them the best chance possible. Lucky's crept himself in here towards tunnels.
He's like playing from this position before. Yes, we have a bit of a chance here once again. This time with the auto shotgun, but we can see it's a full long take so far from mouz. 2 players still towards B as the T's could look to progress. They're going to take some space now, and Lucky is looking to do so. Maka just peeking out. Both AWPers missing.
Yeah, Gravity. The rifle here towards A, playing atop the bomb site. Trying to be a bit of a nuisance.
Oh, it looks like we're going to see a gamble from the CT side.
Perfect call.
It has to be. Disadvantage here. Dust, we know how hard it is to retake the B site, and A site is going to be impossible with 2 heavily a disadvantaged position, but now mouz are starting to look around.
Yeah, I love the smoke from long there. Will allow Crizm to take this space, but Burmilove finds Maka. mouz NXT though, they found kills, but yet to take all of this space. As you mentioned, a gamble has come through with players going towards short on their own. Crizm, they're going to be aware of him now. If Gravity can take him down, it's this 4 versus 3. This round is still possible for 3D Max. Time is slowly ticking down. XM towards CT. We've got an MP9 as well. Flashbang coming over. Lucky, he's stuck in the Molotov. And now Netshoe, as this late push-up short, will find 13 seconds on the clock, but I don't really expect 3D Max to take things now. It's the fact that we're just so unaware of that second player towards short, and Jocko being hunted will be found. 4 survivors for mouz NXT.
Yeah, very impressed by what we're seeing from the young stars. All this one back. Money's port for 3D Max. They can look to find 5. Extend this lead a bit, and it's a good response.
Yeah,
Considering what we've seen on Nuke. I mean, already you have to look at things as mouz have found 4 rounds. That's the exact same that they found on Nuke.
It was a really big aggressive opener that we saw from Netu towards long. Just the USBs in play, and this is where Crizzen can make some money with a Mac. Gravity. Oh, the spam from Crizzen. So aware. And Maka gonna be found out here by Netu. Steps ahead. Oh, is he gonna knife him?
I don't think there's gonna be a chance for the knife, but he is just sort of toying with him, playing with his food a little bit there.
5 survivors though. Money for mouz is looking brilliant. Most players above 5k, some sitting at 7. And a great response from mouz, already besting the amount that they got on Nuke.
It's a dominant one on Nuke, but luckily we're seeing a bit more competition here. Hopefully 3D Max can keep it going on their side as well, because mouz, they've come to play.
Maka without the big green though.
Yeah, Chris is still on the Mac 10 actually.
I think the fact that it's just the one Mac and they've got an AWP as well to work with, I don't think it's going to be too costly. I think if we saw a couple, then there'd be an argument for an upgrade, but... Boost on top of the box could be big, but gravity... Oh, the smoke, and Maka, great kill, no trade. Man advantage for 3D Max.
You've got to keep applying this pressure though. We're going to start to see this mid to be smoke. Not too much of a push coming through. Zero finding gravity. All level again.
Lucky though chiming in towards tunnels.
Very isolated here.
Steps ahead. Mac has still not been spotted, but he goes for the pot shots. PR's tucked away, and PR, the spray, will take down 2, and it's all on exercise. He's progressed through long, but sadly no one there, so we will see mouz NXT secure 6. Exercise could just head towards tunnels and save the AWP.
Might be looking to do so, but this has been great. This is going to be 6 of the last 7 rounds going the way of mouz. Oh, and Exercise is just getting toyed with again. mouz, it feels like they're having fun. And this time, it felt like they weren't having on Nuke. It felt like we saw a bit of tilt coming through. But right now, it feels like they're just enjoying their CS. And Dallas can be a map like that. We know how good mouz are on this map. And despite the early kill for 3D Max, things started to spiral. And this double was excellent.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of it from mouz NXT, kind of having these late lurks, having these deep positions, and it's the fact that 3D Max, they seem quite hesitant. I feel like Mac is a player that is looking to take a lot of control and a lot of space, but the rest of the 3D Max guys playing very reserved here. Ooh, PR could double down. Jocko will get the trade, in fact, but on 5 HP, not really expecting much more from him.
Yeah, long has been taken, but at the cost of PR. And Netu's health. But Macra again, taking this space that you mentioned, is being held towards spawn, so if he progresses on through, should get found, but thinks better of it. Gravity going down there outside the long doors. Advantage mouz. Is Sierra going to be ready for this? Oh, timing is very awkward, but I didn't really know who for yet.
Yeah, I think Maka kind of evades Sierra, but surely going to be found now. Oh, Maka's crept past. I don't think
Maka's timing has been insane. I don't think he realizes. Does still go down though. Both final players towards A. But that is still where mouz are looking.
Say that they've made their way back through long. Gonna have a little bit of a look towards middle, and Lucky will be having a look at short.
He's the only chance that anyone can win this round. Has been spotted. Finds the first cleanly. Spots out the second. This is the bomb carrier.
Lucky again, chiming through, finding Zera.
Look at the time. They've got to plant. He's got to apply this pressure. They're both here. Burmilov's out of this round. They're going to win the round, surely. Lucky the spray is too good, and Crizzen too smart. Birmingham was completely out of that.
Deep towards long. Was just trying to apply pressure towards the A-bomb site.
Great attempt there, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think the way that Crizzen played it was perfect. He realized, I cannot plant. I don't have a teammate to cover. I've got two opponents very close. And yeah, it was a brilliant attempt there from Lucky. You mentioned he had to be the difference maker. Certainly was. Taking down Syrah. But yeah, Crizzen, so aware.
I mean, he played it, but you got to think, Fred, if he faked that bomb, they could have one swinging from door, one from window. As soon as one of them goes down, the other one could just not peek. They can play for time, force them to peek into them. So Crizzen sort of had to play it exactly like that. Really great stuff from him. In-game leader, proving his worth in more ways than one. But early kill going the way of 3D Max once again. They've done a good job of finding these early kills as of late, but not the rounds that come along with them.
Yeah, it's important from Maka. Once again, showing that kind of aggressive push and peak with the AWP, and whether he continues is the question, but falling back and just holding towards short currently, and we are going to be seeing a reposition of Lucky. Jocko now, with a lot to do, his closest rotation will actually be kind of perfect time. But Util coming out now, smokes over the top.
Oh, the nade as well, on top of things. Oh, the second nade. Dunking some of these players down.
Yeah, the problem is, mouz, they set up towards B, and the fact there's two defenders, there's smokes and mollies, they've given up all this control, and that's why we're seeing this big flank from Exercise slowly creeping in the back lines, yet to spot anyone. So the question of whether he plays discipline for Nechu. Oh, he spotted out one, sees the second, but will not find as Syrah gets the trade. Still man advantage here for 3D Max, but Burmilov now going to have a little bit of a look towards B. Jocko and Lucky need to go huge here. Lucky will be found, and now it's all on Jocko. Key elimination, but Burmilov holding the player crossing. Need to be cautious. Peeking before the smoke. There's only 8 seconds, and that's why. Tap of the bomb, but Jocko progresses. Will find 3, can save the AWP, and might see a double AWP setup here for 3D Max, as Maka's still wielding one, but 3D Max is a big round for them to win. It denies mouz securing 8, gives them another opportunity here.
Yeah, not far off actually restricting the money entirely, but obviously with it being the last round, doesn't have too much weight to it. I mean, this is going to be so key. 3D Max do need 5. I do think they do 8, and winning a pistol potentially might be a little too much. Lucky on a second AWP here was up against one of the AWPs of mouz. That's against Crizzen. Kills all over the maps, the AWPs ringing true everywhere. Lucky does take down Burmilov after he opens things up for mouz.
Yeah, still man advantage here. And Syrah,
Oh, Maka.
Oh, Maka's aware. We'll find it, yeah. Great kill there. I thought Syrah had a perfect call. Pushing through the smoke there, but it makes this round very difficult for mouz. Nice flash through middle, but yeah, this is going to be a really tough round for mouz NXT. They don't even have a smoke to work with currently. Just 2 mollies and an HE. We're going to need to see Crizzen find this pick onto A, but yeah, I like it. Pot shot and instant crouch. Still jiggling here, but with Nechu finding Exercise, the deep push towards long gives mouz NXT a bit of an opportunity here. Flash coming over. A shot from Maka, and things are going to get a little bit tough for Gravity on the bomb side, but he will find one. Nechu now needing to double, but Gravity again. Gravity finding 3. Doubles his kills in this final round, and 3D Max, they do find 5. Kind of what we mentioned to be the bare minimum.
Yeah, got a couple towards the end there. That could have... I mean, when you consider we could have seen 9 rounds for mouz before those final few rounds came out, I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot about how this initially did go, but luckily 3D Max did give them a fighting chance by getting those final couple of rounds. Pistol round going to be so key. 3D Max can be straight back in this game with this win.
mouz, though, certainly looking to extend. Crizzen going to be sending a return. turn flashbang. Gravity has got one lined up. Netu searching for a little bit of a quick kill here towards long doors beforehand. Nice nade there onto Lucky. We are going to be seeing the T's make their way in middle. Pretty similar stack to what we saw from 3D Max's CT side.
Flash does come out, blind some of the players on their own team, but they still look for the push out.
Still kills yet to come through. We've seen plenty of fights here. PR peeking from window will find Jocko. So mouz NXT with that man advantage. 3D Max, they're going to be forced back, but fighting their way towards mid. Flashbang comes through, and oh, they line up for PR, and he gets them both. PR's had a really good game so far on Dust, and it's now on Burmilove. He's completely alone towards the A-bomb site, and Lucky finding him gives them time to plant. Netu now attempting. Netu will secure Gravity on the bomb, but Netu rotating in, finding them both, and mouz NXT, they win the pistol.
Yeah, curious to see what this is going to mean for the next round for 3D Max, but pistol round secured. That's 8 on the board. Like you mentioned, great round from PR. Netu as well, having a very good game of Dust. Over the whole server right now, and he's gone quite under the radar. Yeah, this was a great double from PR, but Netu alone on this bomb site currently. PR not able to rotate in, but a good double from Netu. So that's 8 on the board, and this is the buy we get to see for 3D Max. This could be the beginning of the end if they fail to win this one.
A lot on the line here for 3D Max. Still, they do have 3 Galils, the Scout, and the Max 10 on Gravity. Not the weakest of investments, but
it's a reasonably similar buy with a couple of, yeah, I mean, reasonably similar to
utility, yeah.
All the
nade.
nades. Doesn't matter, PR finds it. Great start. They do need to be aware. A couple of players tagged down. I was going to say be aware of Macca's Scout. Macca's Scout is being found. The USB, you're not able to find the final. But Gravity, 1 versus 5 turn, 1v4. Got this AK in hand. Had the chance for the first. Burmilove keeps on re-peeking. 12 HP though. The MP9 will find. And what a round from mouz.
AK can be saved as well. Yeah, brilliant round from mouz NXT. They keep 4 survivors as well. Finance is going to be looking good. And for 3D Max, they're going to give 10 rounds to mouz NXT.
Yeah, I mean, that's the scary thing, isn't it? 10 rounds for mouz NXT. 3 rounds off closing the game out.
3 rounds away from getting themselves to the semi-finals.
This is a hefty investment from Macca going for the Scout.
Trying to reduce the finances of his opponents. You certainly understand it. It means
Scout's
Macca
not
will
the
be
best weapon for it, though, is it?
He's got no armor. You know, he would have to go for a Galil and Kevlar, but that would be the full finances drain. So I like the idea. I think the problem is it's going to force him onto a Mac 10 in the next, and the setup here from PR. Oh, Mac is quick enough to find Kristen, and PR certainly going to take the blame for that one.
And look at the play now. They're pushing towards B. Netu, he's rotated in towards mid. This is going to be an open B bomb site.
Yeah, great call.
Netu could get caught out.
Yeah, spotted plenty. Scout holding, sadly not connecting. Weapon attempted to be retrieved. Ooh. Still so close to doors, but they cannot pick up the gun. Time slowly ticking now. Jocko's in a nice position. PR, he's going to look to want to take things here. They've got 2 flashes, they've got smokes, they've got an HE. Utility has to be perfect. There's that nade, but certainly not hitting his mark. And Jocko now made his position known. Flashbang coming over. Jocko to blind him, but in fact the CTs are. And oh, how are 3D Max making things work? It's a low HP PR. They've got 4 survivors. They've got weapon upgrades. It's that saved scout, or invested scout, sorry, from Macca that kicks things off.
But
and
this
then
is
the
what I
pistol
mean,
swarm.
We see a mid to B, but it was only Macca and one other player towards mid. As soon as those kills come through, you see mouz are so scared to actually take any control mid. So they just hold it. It leaves Netu leaving B to hold mid. The B site's open. B site on Dust is notoriously one of the hardest sites to retake. And they give up the site for a retake in a disadvantaged round. I don't really get the play there. Even if Netu finds 1 for 1, it weakens how many players are on that bomb site. It's not ideal. I'm not a huge fan of the call that we ended up seeing, and it feels like we should have just seen that fight taken towards mid. There was only one player there with a pistol. Even if you smoke, flash it off, even if no one's there, you at least take the space. You can at least say, okay, you can go back to B now. I'll be on my way soon.
Yeah, I think as well, the problem that mouz NXT faced there is they didn't have Molotovs for the site. It just allowed 3D Max to keep themselves close. And the flash that they did send over the top, in fact, blinded two of the mouz NXT players. And yet, Jocko on the bomb site, completely unfazed by the flash.
Again, another chance to see the scout in this one in the hands of Burmilov here. Much better buy than what 3D Max had, but they were still able to make it work. Few rifles, Prison just on the pistol, but Burmilov's scout is holding the lines for now. Flash comes over.
Space not taken though, and Burmilov's scout going to attempt to secure. Burmilov knows there's at least two players here towards long, so mouz NXT, they could take some space. Two flashes coming through once again, and Burmilov on the scout will find Maka. Burmilov close to securing a second. Trying to just at least get tags on this scout. Somehow he's not been taken down yet. What is going on in the 3D Max camp? He's just continually peeking. Sira's in a great position as well. So much damage has been dealt.
Time.
13 seconds remaining.
On the clock.
Key molly on
Sira's been mollied out, but he doesn't need to peek instantly.
They've got to get on the bomb now. They've got no time. The round is going to go the way of mouz NXT. What a round from Burmilov. The amount of damage dealt there with the scout was incredible. And mouz, they battled back.
Yeah, these are the positions where the scout, for me, is one of the most terrifying weapons to come up against. Just these long-range angles where you're struggling to take them down, and they're just firing off shots, weakening your players, and you know these pistols, these M4s, whatever is in play, are going to absolutely shred these guys. And 3 players surviving, great stuff, and 3D Max do still have a buy.
The incredible thing
No
for me is
left.
that Burmilov was just able to continually peek that. He was probably close to reloading at that point, and with 10 bullets in the mag of the scout, usually you only get the opportunity to fire off 2 bullets, let alone 6 or 7.
You see, he was going for the headshot on the second player before decided, okay, I'm just going to go for the body shots. If he just went for the tags initially, I think he could have got like 5 tags off.
Yeah, something like that.
Still got a decent amount and did a great amount of damage. Helping his team out. Prison is going to be peeking. This is a risky one. Will get traded. Felt like that was best case scenario, but PR gets found as well. This is a heavy mid fight from the CTs, but they bring it back level.
Still not gained all too much space, and Maka now hunting for his second kill of the round, but he's been spotted, he's been blinded, and gonna get swung on. Nice awareness from Maka. Real nice attempt there to take down Sira. We will see exercise. Dealing damage to Burmilov, and now it's that low HP Sira. The bomb, they still need to deal with it, and I love this play from Sira. Instantly makes his way towards tunnels. Steps not going to be heard, but Lucky getting flanked on. Lucky seems aware, and Lucky finds Sira. But a nice recovery there from 3D Max. We saw the aggression in middle from mouz NXT was very nice, but it looks as though we're going to have to see a force from mouz NXT. 3D Max, they could bring things one round away, but we do have Burmilov back on the scout, so I guess you never really know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the play was there for mouz. I'm not sure why they wanted to fight so heavily towards mid, because they kept on just getting trades or ended up losing the fights in situations before, yeah, eventually they just lost the fights entirely. Sira got brought down to 2 HP, and then the 2v2, his teammate was taken down. I'm not entirely sure of what the type of play was, or what the read was to it.
Big round here though for 3D Max. Obviously the last time they faced off against this weak investment wasn't a success story. And we've got 2 scouts in play, 2 Deagles and that MP9. A couple HE grenades as well, which pair well with the scout investment. But yeah, I think 3D Max, if they want any chance, or at least if they want a strong one to take things on dust, they're going to have to win this round convincingly, because it looks as though we've got ourselves in a little bit of a force buy war, and I'm really questioning as to who will be the victor. Crism once again, his aggressive antics, and chipped away heavily. Oh, Crism finds 3! The 1D's incredible! And 3D Max, they're going to be questioning. Not only is he gotten tagged down, but he's got the confidence to wide swing there. What have I just witnessed?
Three of the cleanest shots I've I've seen anyone hit in the day, and hits three of them. Nechu finishes things up. I'm going to need to see that replay. That is one of the most insane moments I've seen. And these back and forth rounds finally pay off for mouz. And look at the money of 3D Max. Look at what we've just seen Crizzen do to them. Those three Deagle shots, so important. Game defining, series defining.
And 3D Max know now that they're going to be trailing
Look
by
at this.
plenty. Oh, this was incredible.
Wow.
What?
That is incredible stuff from Crizzen.
And that could single-handedly win them the game.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly could. They go for the force. They're fully invested. 3D Max are fully going for this. They lose this, the game's pretty much done.
Yeah, it'll be that kind of 2.4k investment. To me, that sounds like a Deagle, armor, and some utility. But yeah, all on the line here for 3D Max. But what a round.
I'm speechless. That was incredible. Mac, a nice find towards mid with the scout. Crizzen and Burmilov combined with their scouts of their own. This is a really weird buy for mouz, actually.
3 rifles, 2 scouts. It's not perfect, but it's usable. And Gravity now progressing with the tech, but that's the real cruel mistress of the Tech 9. At close range, it's a menace, but in those deep angles, certainly not easy. And Burmilov caught off guard. Exercise the Eagles ringing true, but it's a 1v4. PR's double solidifies it, secures it. 12 found for mouz. They got 5 opportunities, but yeah, as you mentioned, hardly anything in the bank for 3D Max. It's going to be these techs again. It's going to be Deagles at best. Maybe a Mac 10 if they opt for it. But mouz NXT, they can taste success. Semi-finals on the horizon.
Yeah, they are so close to it. They came into this series as the underdogs. I think so many people looked at them and thought they're going to get rolled over, but completely the opposite. Battled back after quite a disappointing nuke. But here they are, 1 round away from besting the front side of 3D Max and knocking them out here.
And 3D Max, we mentioned it, certainly coming into this as the favourites. It has to be said.
Oh, 100%. I don't think many people are disproving that. I mean, Love will get caught out towards mid if he's not careful.
Key that he's backed away. Molotov to come through. PR. He's had a really incredible game. The whole series has been a strong performance, apart from that kind of slow start on Vertigo. We do see the opener found by Lucky, and Lucky doubles down to find Burmilov as well. Players have been chipped away at Maka. Not the healthiest, but
Sierra's looked like he wanted to push through towards long. Yeah, has a little 1v1 fight here towards mid, but he's got to be aware that he's got to help his teammate in Nechu.
Nechu just tucked away. We don't have a Molotov to deal with him. Plenty of flashbangs. It's all going to be about timing, but Nechu. Oh, Nechu doubles down. He's now awaiting. Rotations will come through. Nechu nearly finding Gravity as well. All on Sierra. Will find Exercise. A very possible 1v3. Flashbang coming over. Gravity blinded. Tucked away close towards Car. Sierra now makes his way. Very fast here, but Gravity. An important headshot. It keeps 3D Max in this. They still survive.
Yeah, just about, but money's still a problem for them. Interesting position for mouz. This is a nice double from Nechu, but had to target the AKA, not the tech. And one bullet is all that Gravity needed. If we saw Sierra swing out ever so slightly less, we could have seen something. But the buy is out for mouz. They've got the AWP in play, they got rifles.
3D Max quite clearly up against things here. The buy is good enough, but the 2 Galils, no AWP on Maka. And with that big green within the hands of Burmilov, it's opted for the glass cannon. Let's see if it can shatter the 3D Max side.
Yeah, they don't want to let it get much closer. They're going to have to eco after this if they lose. He'll go 3D Max double digits, and that's where the game still has a lot more action to be said. This is a really crucial round for mouz.
Yeah,
One piece of util remaining. That's all they have to fight with here.
Smoke to come through from Prison. I think he would have heard the pin pull. Ooh. Okay, Gravity. Maybe needing to relearn the lineups, and he will go down to net shoot. Seems as though Prison might look for a bit of a timing to progress through these smokes. With the opener going the way of mouz, things could get a little bit costly for them. Hefty nade onto PR, and Jocko will find Burmilov. We've still got PR tucked in the corner. They're trying to deal with him. They seem aware, but PR... It's all going to be about timing. Deal a lot of damage to his teammate. Jocko low HP. It's a 3-on-3. A real possibility here for mouz still. And Syrah will find Maka. They've got the man advantage, but both Prison and Netsu low HP, all three players from the same position. Exercise and Jocko, they will combine. Exercise eliminating Syrah, and 3D Max secure another. As mentioned before, Charlie, gonna have to be the eco here from mouz NXT. 3D Max, they can secure double digits, and there's still plenty more action to be seen here.
Yeah, overtime could be on the cards. It has the possibility for it. But it's really going to depend on the next full buy. We might only really have one more full buy from mouz to see how they can perform on that one.
Big round here. 3D Max needs to keep as many players alive. Hefty nade though. All going to be about timing. Lucky turns away, and that's when the USPs will swing on out. Big risk here. Gravity could fall, and he will go down. They're pushing through the Molotov. A real risk here, and Maka will find. Seems as though the T's quite hungry to hunt.
It looks like they will back away now. Good damage dealt, at least in this one.
At least for mouz, as these rounds get closer, as they continue and as they kind of eliminate players on the 3D Max side, finances will be somewhat drained. So all it comes down to is this next round. If mouz NXT at least keep it close, bring it to kind of a 1v1 and lose, I think they'll have better finances than their opponents, or it'll be a very close fight. But like mouz, they've got two opportunities now to close out the series and get themselves a spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, and this could be one of the final full buys that we do get to see. We'll have to see what it's looking like. But brilliant technically, yes, you could drop over an AWP. Let's see what we do end up witnessing. AWP does get dropped over. Burmilov going to be wielding that.
I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, Burmilov drops over the util to Netsu.
And Burmilov's still got a little bit in the reserve, similarly with Syrah. So a loss here, we can still see a pretty comfortable investment from those two. Flashes over long from Exercise, trying to delay, but with the Molotov coming through from the CTs, they can take a lot of control towards long. Now it's Netsu. Plenty of work to do. We'll send out the nade. There was a fair bit of damage, but he's caught off. He's going to have to drop the smoke to try and delay and deny. Flashbang coming over. Molotov going to force Netsu out into the open. Tries to dodge the flash, but Gravity quick enough to find him. It's now a 4 versus 5. And I think in this scenario, Charlie, you mentioned how tough the B-bomb site is to retake. Are we going to see mouz NXT just save here, or will they give it a bit of a go?
I think we should see the save. I don't think there's any chance to really take this one now. The bomb is going to be going down. There's no kills found just yet. You've still got util to use.
Ooh, Prison.
They've still got 2 smoke thread that they can use for the doors. They can basically stall out the whole time of this bomb timer.
I think they're going to be holding for exits though. We've got Syrah very deep here towards T-spawn tunnels. Prison on 2 HP, he's very cautious and he will lose his life here. The CTs need to be cautious. Syrah at least has enough to buy in the next, so even if he falls, it's not a big problem. But with the T's all saving towards middle, Syrah will survive. Can drop over the Galil. We can see Burmilov as well bring out round 4. But yeah, I think it's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to round 24 here. mouz, they've had plenty of opportunities to close out the series. somewhat stagnant on this CT side now.
You just desperately need that final one round. The question is that everyone's asking is, are they going to get it before OT? Are they going to be able to get it in general?
Double AWP in play. This is a big risk. See if they find the success of it. Do have the AWP on Maka. Nice nade onto Jocko. Molotov to come through as well from Crescent. So we'll deny any chances of that early progression up short. Ooh, great flashbang.
No push alongside it, but they get the info of where Galil is.
We
PR
are
risking
set.
play, finds one, tries to back away, is not going to be allowed to. The nade will do a decent bit of damage. Jocko, not a lot of health to play with. They are pushing out here. Christian's Galil not connecting right now. Finally, does take down one. You see Jocko back away.
Charlie, it's
all
4v1.
on Jocko. What on earth has happened? A flurry of kills have come through from the mouse side, and they're just about to take it, surely, unless Jocko can 1v4 win this one.
28 points of health. Flashbang coming over. They're aware of his position. We've got a flank coming from short, and Jocko goes down to Netu. mouz NXT will progress. They make it to that next stage. No overtime here on Dust 2. mouz NXT, they are into the semi-finals. An incredible performance on Dust from them. But I feel like Atra